Hello viewers. Well, today I thought I'd do my own little F1 blog. I've been writing about F1 for the last sort of few years, and I've been an F1 fan now for 25 years now, following every race. And so I thought, you know, I've always got an opinion, everyone's got an opinion, and it seems that YouTube and other blog places are the place to put it. So I thought I'd talk a bit about it today. Obviously Singapore, we're at the sharp end of the season now. The drivers really are very close, and there's a lot of pressure on them to do the business, and there's a lot of pressure on the teams as well. If we come to Singapore weekend, a track that's weak for McLaren, that should be very strong for Red Bull, and Ferrari, who are that middle runner, seem to have had a solid pace pretty much every circuit in the latter half of the year. But the one thing in qualifying has to be the standout performance from Fernando Alonso. He exceeded expectations with a fantastic pole position time, whereas Vettel underperformed. Onto the race today, and a fantastic drive from Alonso. He managed to get away at the start, quite an aggressive start from him, but he was determined to take the inside into turn one. He took that cleanly, and from then on it was a day of consistent driving. Sebastian Vettel had no answer, though it is very curious that the team decided to bring Vettel in at the same time. They say they were reacting to McLaren, a car that was off the pace and 30 seconds behind them, rather than looking at the car in front. But perhaps a backward thinking strategy rather than a forward thinking one today. Certainly something for their engineers to look at this evening. But Ferrari, they did everything right, and Fernando kept the car in the right direction despite being under considerable pressure. One issue today though has been key. Webber being overtaken by Lewis Hamilton, and the contact between the two cars. We've managed to get some exclusive footage now. Check this out. Oh yeah, Lewis, you think he can take me? You think he can take me? Oh yeah? Bit of Aussie grit, that's what you want. That's what you want. Oh yeah, not bad for a number 2 driver, eh? Yeah, race is mine. So another perspective on the Webber Hamilton incident there. Of course it depends which angle you're coming from. From Lewis's angle, he had the racing line, he went into the corner first, Mark was behind, and his front wheel connected with Lewis's rear wheel, which indicates Lewis was ahead on the track. But what choice did Mark have going into the corner? He's on the inside, but he's behind, so he can do two things. He can either contact with Hamilton, or he can look to yield the position and continue in the race. We all know Mark Webber has those red mist moments, and unfortunately for Lewis today it was just one of those things really. But the season's not over yet. There's still 4 more, well maybe just 3, but 4 more races to go. The other person today getting some criticism was Michael Schumacher again. Now Schumacher's not really had the greatest of seasons, but I do feel that a lot of people are underestimating him. He's come back in a car that's not as quick as some of the rivals, that's not designed for his driving style. And what Michael tends to do, as he did in 1996, was he tends to work on the car and tune it and build it for him. So this year's car, he's given up on it already. But next year, I'm still sure you'll see a different Michael. I'm sure he'll be back on the pace, but we'll wait and see. He says he's not as quick when he was younger, but then again there are many drivers who are older and experienced and still in racing and still putting in very good performances. So we'll wait and see how he develops next year. Rolling on to the rest of the season then. Obviously McLaren have lost ground today, but expect to be very strong at Suzuka. Good down the straights, and with the type of track, the smooth corners, it should work well with their car. Red Bull and Ferrari are bound to be strong as well, but if McLaren can have any chance of this championship, especially the constructors, they're going to need to start turning it around now. It's a very important weekend at Suzuka in 2 weeks' time. But I'm going to crack on now with a bit more F1 2010, and I'm going to update this report onto f1voice.com as well, and I'll speak to you again soon.